So I wanted to show you how to reserve a camping site in the Florida State Forest. Um, it pretty simple, pretty straightforward. You're gonna go to Florida State Forest. Right on there, there's a tab. Reserve a site. You're gonna want to make an account here. I made a test account just to kind of show you. Basically, once you make an account, all you're gonna need is your name, your address, a phone number, and an email, and it gets you right in. You could do this in the parking lot there if you wanted to, but I would recommend reserving a spot before you actually get somewhere. What you'll do is you'll come down here to the search tab. I'm just going to type in Florida and scroll down, and this will give you a list of all their spots in Florida. There'll be pages of them here. You can go to the next page if you want, but what I'm going to do is go back up, and you can change here like camping, lodging. You can do day use picnic areas, special area passes, any camping spot. So this is where if you are camping with an RV, you're going to want that, or trailer sites, tents, horse stalls, boat sites, and group sites. So you can kind of filter it that way. For date, so let's say we're going to do for this Friday. You could do within the next couple of weeks. I usually do not flexible because I want it on the day that I'm picking. Say length of stay 2 nights. That'll be so Friday and Saturday night. So that'll be for a Sunday checkout. You search, and what you'll end up here is it'll show one site matching the criteria for here or there. I'll show you the map really quick. So when you go to do the map view, it'll bring up every site available, all the way up through the Panhandle. Everything that's on the that's a state forest, run kind of by the forestry. So we're gonna go in here. So which one's this one? This is Arbuckle. It's a primitive site. You can click on it. You can see there's 5 matching sites available. Let's say you wanted to do that one. Just click on book site, and it'll bring you up to the map of that site. Any of these green ones should be available. And you can change this length of stay 1 night, 2 nights. If it's a really big campsite and has multiple loops, you can click here, and because a lot of campsites will have different sections, and they name them. And then if you want a specific site, like you've been there before and you're like, I really like the site, you can just put that in and search for that. So let's say Oak here. This is really nice that I've noticed. So you click on here, and it'll actually give you like a picture of what the site looks like. Super helpful. Probably a little more helpful for your people that are camping with like campers and things like that, or RVs. You can kind of get a layout of what it looks like. It is helpful for me too because I primarily tent camp only. But it is helpful because it gives me kind of an idea of what it has there. Every place has a picnic table or has a fire pit, but it tells me, is there a grill in the fire pit? Does it have platforms built for your tent? That sort of thing. If it gets really wet there, a lot of times the forester will go in and build a platform that you can put your tent on, and that'll affect like the size of tent I bring. So as you can see here, tent only. These are our nights selected in yellow. A's available. I believe it's gray with an R for if it's already reserved. Pets allowed at this site. You can click here to find similar sites, or you can jump 2 weeks ahead here. Site photo. Let's go down to that. So here, this is what I was talking about. This one's got 3 pictures of what the site looks like. Standard picnic table. Fire ring with a grill on it. That's handy. And then the name and then the overall picture of the site. Some of them will just have one or two pictures. This one has three. Some will probably have more. So if you scroll down here, site details gives you your check-in time, overnight if pets are allowed, what the driveway surface is. Some of them are rock, some of them are, if it's a concrete pad for a camper, that sort of thing. So all your details are going to be here. This shade is really helpful. That'll tell you it's about 25% shaded for the site. Um, I always pitch my tent underneath a tree or try to be in the shade, especially because it's Florida and it's hot. Super helpful there. Oops. What did I do here? Let's get rid of that. So, what are we going to do? We're going to go down here. So, stay these 2 nights. This is handy. Departure date. This gives you your checkout, and then this gives you your checkout date. This gives you a checkout time and a check-in time. So you can get there at 3 p.m. on Friday, and then you got to be out by 1 p.m. on Sunday if you're staying the 2 nights. So let's say book these dates. One thing to note, it will only hold your reservation for 15 minutes because right now, while I'm checking out, somebody can't go in and book it. So it only holds for 15 minutes. If you sit here and idle for too long or for more than 15 minutes, you're going to have to go back and do everything again. It is helpful. It keeps people from getting sites from other people. It also keeps people from keeping it in their cart and trying to decide. General information here. Again, you have your pictures. This is going to be a tent site. So you're going to go down. Let's say, you got 3 people. Keep an eye on this max vehicle. Most tent camping sites are pretty good. There's enough space. Once you get into camper sites and even some tent sites, there is not enough room for more than, this one is max of 2 vehicles. I've been to some sites where 2 vehicles is at the absolute max. We had to squeeze 2 trucks in there. So some of these sites don't think you're going to bring 3 vehicles or 4. If it says max of 2, it's not them being mean. It's usually that's all you can fit. So let's say we're going to put 1. Primary, your name would be here. Again, it's a test account. Primary occupant, the person that's usually going to show up first, have them as the primary or the one booking it. Profile, I'm not on the membership program, so if you are, click that. You can donate. You can donate to the Forestry Service. If you want to, you can. They do good work, and the money goes to them. Here, you can enroll in your rewards. Just click that. You can accumulate points. I believe you need 5,000 points to redeem. Yep. And then alerts, important notice. Just read through this. It's all pretty much the same. It's a little, just be smart. Your pets need to be on a leash. Just normal campsite stuff here. There will be stuff like this. OHVs and other licenses are prohibited. So, if you're looking to go ride off road, make sure you're allowed, that sort of thing. So you say, yes, I understand the rules. Continue to shopping cart. And here it reset the timer, which is good. So here you have all your information here, how much it's going to be, the camping fee, the reservation fee, plus the taxes. And then your breakdown there. So the 2 nights there, total of $25.79. Check out shopping cart, and here basically same thing, same breakdown, full payment. Click your card type, put your information in here, and then yes, I'm not a robot, and then you can complete the purchase, and you're done. You're set up there. You'll get an email notification that your reservation has been placed. And I believe it's 2 days before your reservation, you'll get another email saying, hey, you're in, or maybe just the day of. There's a reminder there. Very helpful, straightforward. I know I've had a couple questions about, where to go and that sort of thing. You just got to try them out, see what you like. But I always forget this, you know, this Reserve America here for the Florida State Forest. So yeah, if you want to get on there and you can look around, and they have a web store here and you can check your rewards points, that sort of thing. Um, just play with it. Find a spot that works for you. I just wanted to show you guys kind of how to get a site in the Florida State Forest. So if you like it, please like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. They all really help, and I'll see you on the next one.